What's up everyone, Chris Record here, and I'm super excited to bring you some absolutely free content today. Now, I've got a course coming up, Dark Post Profits 2.0. It launches March 9th. So whatever you see on this page, I'm bringing it down March 9th. Right now, what I'm doing is I just want to share some of the value that's going on. I'm so excited creating this course. We're having an absolute blast. And one of the topics that I want to talk about today is retargeting. There's a retargeting revolution going on, and I'm going to share with you a 5-point system that you must have on every single web page that you build on the internet. If you are not following these 5 steps, you are leaving so much money on the table, it's insane. So that's one of the things I'm going to walk you through when you watch this video right now. Also, second, I'm going to talk to you about the combination of retargeting and bridge marketing. Bridge marketing was my biggest strategy in 2014, and it's going to be an even bigger strategy in 2015. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to talk to you like this. We're going to share some overall, just kind of talk to you about what's bridge marketing, what are some ideas I have, what are some strategies, what the general idea of retargeting is, but I'm going to go back and forth from what I'm sharing here on my screen to actually walk you through where you find the exact code, how you put it in, how you need to put it all together in a file. Now, there's lots and lots and lots of software out there, so if you already have software, you're one step ahead of the game, but even if you don't, I'll show you the exact code that you can give to your website designer to make sure you're not leaving money on the table. Then, you're going to notice that there's an opt-in box below this video. What is that for? Well, as soon as you're ready and before you leave the page, make sure that you opt in, because when you do, I'm going to give you a sneak peek in front of everybody else. I'm going to give you a sneak peek at Dark Post Profits 2.0. where you're going to actually be able to go in and check out some of the course, be able to check out some of the modules, be able to demo some of the software. If you would like a sneak peek before anybody else, make sure you opt in the box below this video. And by the way, feel free to do it right now, because this video you can always come back and just start right where you left off. So take a quick second, opt in, and then come back and watch this video. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and get started. Remember, 2 main things I'm going to talk about, retargeting and bridge marketing. So pull out your pen and paper and make sure to write those 2 words down, because those are going to be 2 of your biggest advertising strategies here in 2015. So when it comes to retargeting, before I give you this 5-point system, let's just talk about it in a nutshell. Let's just talk about it from a big overview, right? Some people watching maybe don't even know what retargeting is. So I'm going to be very brief and explain what it is. When somebody visits one of my websites, I can place a little snippet of code on there. And what that means is then when they go back to Facebook, I can remarket to that visitor over and over and over again. And it's very, very inexpensive. So normally with a Facebook ad, you go and you choose interests, like keywords. Like I want to target people who like Aweber, or I want to target people who like internet marketing or affiliate marketing, whatever it is. But those keywords are often more expensive, and you don't know who's part of that. It might be a whole bunch of junk people. It might be a good audience. You never know. But with retargeting, you know you have a good audience, because this is somebody who's visited my website. They've already seen something that I've done and I've put together. And so now when I remarket to them, they're the best possible customer I could ever have. Now, remarketing, aka retargeting, works for every major niche. Let's say you have a local business. Let's say you even have a local pizza shop. Well, if you were running like a discount or coupon code or some promo code, everybody that came to your website to get it, you'd be able to follow up with them on Facebook or around the web, giving them incentives to come back to your store. And you know they're a good customer because they've already visited your website once. Do you see what I'm saying? Or let's say that you're an SEO person. Let's say you write an article on your blog and you get a visitor. Well, if somebody visited your blog, then they likely like you, like your blog, and like your content. So you would want to remarket to that person with every new blog post that you put out. Even if it's just a $5 budget. Those retargeting cost per impressions are so inexpensive, it's an absolute no-brainer. So here's a question for you. Are you currently using retargeting in your business? Yes or no? If the answer is no, you must start today. And I'm going to show you a 5-point must-have strategy, and I'm going to want you to take good notes on it, because it's absolutely mandatory moving forward in 2015. And if you are using retargeting, hopefully I can help you use it more effectively. For example, every single blog post that I write, I want to go in and I want to make sure I have the right social metadata. I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. But I want to make sure I have the right set of code so that every blog post is set up as an ad. Okay, write down this note. Okay, right now, take your pen and paper out. Every single blog post that you write needs to be set up as an ad. It has to be set up as an ad. What do I mean? I mean that you need to have the right Facebook metadata inside of that so that you have the right thumbnail that's the perfect size for Facebook, so that that thumbnail doesn't violate the 20% text rule, which I'll talk about, and so that you have the right social sharing title and description and everything. Basically, here's what I mean. When someone shares your post on Facebook, Facebook's going to auto-populate it. It's going to auto-show a thumbnail. It's going to auto-show a title, description. It's going to auto-populate it. And what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that that is advertising ready. If it has too much text, then Facebook won't allow it as an ad. If it has, if it's something that people don't want to click on, if it's not exciting enough, if it doesn't grab your attention, then you're not going to get any viral exposure out of it. But if you follow what I'm doing, turn every blog post into an ad, then it's powerful, because what's going to happen is you're going to be able to run an automatic retargeting campaign. Everyone who ever visits your site is going to see every single post that you write here on out, and it's going to happen for pennies on the dollar. So let me repeat that, because I don't know, just that alone is a huge breakthrough for a lot of people. Imagine if every single blog post that you wrote was able to be seen by all your same website visitors over and over again for pennies on the dollar. That's how powerful the strategy is. So that's just one angle. That's just one angle. We talked about local businesses. We talked about bloggers for SEO. With SEO, when you're driving that social traffic back to your website, that kicks off the Google algorithm. Here's something people don't know. People think to get ranked in Google, to get your site ranking well, that you just need backlinks and you need a good SEO title and you need good, alt tags in your images or whatever. There's all these steps to good SEO. If you're leaving out the step of social traffic, specifically Facebook, massive traffic coming in from Facebook, massive viral sharing going on of your content, likes, shares, all of that. That is absolutely being factored into the Google algorithm, and I can show you so many examples of that. The best example I'd like to show you is Upworthy. Upworthy is an example of a site that has very little content per post, but their posts go viral on Facebook. And if you go and you look for Upworthy posts, no matter what you search for, they're pretty much always in the top on Google for almost every single article they write. It's crazy. How are they ranking so well when they're violating most of the basic SEO rules? Their SEO titles aren't even that good, but they are using Facebook, and that's proof, and that's one of like 1,000 examples I could show you. The bottom line is, just trust me when I say, if you have a blog or you have a website or you focus on SEO at all, this is a must-have strategy. Retargeting for pennies on the dollar for every single blog post or piece of content that you write. Okay, another thing I want to talk about is just this revolution in general. Right now, retargeting feels like something that's hard for a lot of people. It requires going and putting code into your website. It requires setting up ad campaigns onto Facebook and all this kind of stuff. But lately, I've been using retargeting and been having an absolute blast. The one thing I want to share with you right now is this. Recently, I put out a video. This was a golf video. And what I did was I took my filmer guy, we went out and played a round of golf, and on the golf course, I just did a couple golf tricks. Now, did I do them all in one take? No, of course not. There was a bunch of goofs and a bunch of mistakes. But he strung together several cool-looking shots for me, pretty inexpensive, and I put those together in a video. So the video looks cool, it's nice editing, it's me doing golf tricks, and then I go into a sales pitch, or I go into an introduction for my course. Now watch this. That video did well over 100,000 views, well over 100,000 views. And guess where most of those views came from, right? Retargeting. Now, I did use some general interests. I did choose some basic general interest for different groups, but here's why this is so powerful. Again, you're going to want to pay full attention right now as to why this is so powerful. Some interests are really hard to find the right people in, and some interests are expensive. Let me give you an example. Internet marketing. If I create a product that is designed for internet marketers, well, there's no real good internet marketing keywords on Facebook. So if I want to make an ad and I want to target internet marketers, that is difficult for me. Finding that audience is difficult. So what I'll do is I'll do broad advertising using basic words such as affiliate marketing or pay-per-click or SEO, or you get the gist. I'll even target some companies like ClickBank or JVZoo or whatever it might be, right? I'm going to target internet marketing related companies and internet marketing related keywords. But here's the problem. They're all so general that number one, it tends to be expensive. And number two, on top of being expensive, some of those interests are flooded with people that are not my ideal target customer. So how do I overcome this? Here's what I do, and write down notes on this. Step one, I run a big general audience ad. So I do choose these general interests that are all related to internet marketing, and I save that as a big audience. I run a big general ad to all of these people, okay? And what I'm doing is I'm getting clicks to my website. I want as many clicks to my website as possible. So that's one, a big general ad. I'm trying to get hundreds or thousands of clicks to my website. Now, what I'm doing is every click to my website, I'm building a new audience. Now, that new audience is my retargeting audience, and that is my long-term loyal audience. So think about it this way. I have my short-term broad audience to try to get as many internet marketing related people as possible to come to my site. And then I have my long-term loyal audience, which are all of those website visitors. And that's where I invest most of my money in. Over time, you build it up, you build it up, you build it up. So now, over the last 6 months or so, I've built up a retargeting audience of nearly 100,000 people. It might be over 100,000 people now that have clicked on my website over the past several months. Whether they found me in Google, whether they came from an ad, whether they came from something viral. But these are all targeted people. Even if they came from an email, it doesn't matter. If they came to an internet marketing site that I have, they're now in an internet marketing custom audience. And here's why that's powerful. That audience is a bread and butter audience for your business. Now for me, that's internet marketing, but for you it might be something different. Some of you might be in a different niche, right? So what's cool about that is as that grows over time, I can continue to market to it over and over and over for pennies on the dollar. So it costs a little bit more up front. Okay, to build that big broad audience. I'm paying a little bit more per click. I'm getting people who maybe, are seeing my ad and not clicking because they're not ideal. So up front, it's just like a shotgun approach. And then on the back with retargeting, it's a rifle approach. I'm lasering in on my best target audience. And once you have that audience, every single thing you do, you're going to automatically retarget to them. Every single thing I want to sell, every single blog post I want to promote, every single value video. Now, with retargeting, and I'm about to jump into these 5 things, and so you're going to want to take notes or screenshots or whatever you got to do when I pull it all up. But when we talk about retargeting as a strategy, here's something I want to teach you that pretty much I don't see anybody doing right. Okay, very few people. There are probably a few people even watching that have done this right. What you want to do with retargeting is that is your loyal audience. So when you build a retargeting audience, that's loyal. That's your long-term audience. So you want to treat them like gold. So here's what I do. You don't just try to sell, 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 sell. Or you don't just go promote, 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 okay? What you want to do is you want to do value, 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 pitch. Value, 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 pitch. It might be something like a 5-to-1 ratio. For every one time you're really trying to push something and sell something hard, you want to do about 5 value posts first. Now those value posts can be a video like this. Maybe you just get in front of your camera or whatever, shoot a quick little video, upload it to Facebook, and only advertise to your retargeting audience. You're not worried at that point about getting new fans for a lot pricier. What you're doing is you're basically just keeping your list exposed to you. What this does is it always keeps you in their newsfeed. So you're constantly there. You're always there. And of course, you can share the same video on your personal profile if you want to all of your friends. But the key is staying in the newsfeed with value all the time. Because when you're doing that, if you upload a Facebook video and you start doing a page post engagement ad to it, you're going to get views really cheap. Okay, this is what I do. So step 1, go to your fan page. Step 2, upload a value video as a Facebook video to it. And then step 3, run a page post engagement ad to it. Step 4, use your retargeting audience as your main audience. And step 5, all the best comments, when you go get like 100 comments on it, whatever the best ones are, reply to them. Because when you reply to them, Facebook will throw them up at the top. So what you have is in the newsfeed, let's say I'm on your audience, in the newsfeed, I'm going to see your value video, and I'm going to see like 5 killer comments or 4 killer comments from your best comments, and then your reply. Best comment, your reply. Best comment, your reply. It's going to make you look awesome. And so this is personal branding at its best. And it's valuable. So I think, man, if this is what you're giving away for free, whenever it comes time to promote something, holy smokes, it must be good. So you do this with a Facebook video. You do this with a blog post. You do this with whatever it might be. You serve value, and then once you built up that value, guess what? Now it's time to promote. What do you promote? Well, you promote whatever it is your primary business is, of course, or You promote other people's stuff, maybe as an affiliate. So let me give you a couple examples. Let's say that your primary business was, actually, let's start local. Let's just go real creative and go local. Let's say your primary business was a local pizza shop. Well, maybe you're delivering 5 things of value, which is pizza related. Maybe you're delivering like, hey, do you love making your own pizza from home? Here's 5 tips. So you're actually teaching people, you're bringing up pizza. Or maybe you're doing another value post like, what's your favorite type of pizza? And you take a poll, okay? You're doing something that's free, something that's fun. And then whatever it is, you come up with pizza related or industry related, things related to pizza, and you give away free value, something where they don't have to buy anything and something where they gain value from it. Then let's say you do 5 of those. Then you do the big post, okay, which is, hey, for our loyal people, and you can even say, hey, you visited our website before, we'd love to have you come back, so we're going to offer you a buy one, get one free custom coupon code. And you're only giving that coupon code to people who already visited your website. You see what I'm saying? So you could do a 2-for-1 special. And not only that, if you're local, you can run it to a geographic area. So you can target only people within 25 miles of your business. Only people who have visited your website before, only people within 25 miles of your business, and you serve them with killer retargeting campaigns. Value, 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 boom. Value, 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 boom. That strategy has to be part of it because it's so inexpensive, it's so laser targeted, and retargeting is a revolution that you cannot ignore. Now that was one example. Okay, let's say that you're an affiliate marketer as another example. If you were an affiliate marketer, how would you like to dominate the leaderboards of other people's, product launches? So let's say there's a new product launch coming out that is fantastic. It's awesome. You know people will buy it. Well, if you've built up a retargeting list, then what you can do is leading up to that product launch, you could throw out a couple quick videos with some value, even if you're only spending $10 or $20 on it. Throw up a couple quick videos of some value on that topic, okay? And what you're doing is value, 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 and then boom. Once that launch happens, you're gonna run a retargeting ad, and that's where you're able to spend some good money, because if somebody's ever clicked on your website before, they're gonna be likely to buy from you. Because, get this, in sales, and write this part down, in sales, it's all about people that know you, like you, and trust you. Okay? It's called the know you, like you, trust you factor. And that factor is going to determine whether or not people buy from you. There's all these other people to buy from for that product launch. But if they know you, they like you, they trust you, and maybe you give them an incentive to buy through you like a bonus, you're going to get sales. And you're going to hit them in the Facebook newsfeed. Everybody else is going to be sending emails and promoting, right? But emails becoming, something that's cluttered and there's spam there. With retargeting ads, they're on there on Facebook, and then they see you. They know you, like you, trust you, and they see the thing that you're promoting. You've been delivering value, now it's time to promote, and they're going to buy it. This strategy is how I went on. For instance, let's take Don Wilson with his Ads Cracked Reloaded course. I did somewhere around $90,000 in sales for that as an affiliate, right? Now, some of that did come from emailing my list. I think I had about 5 emails on that. But the rest came from video marketing ads, most of which were retargeting. I had a blog, and it was getting tons and tons of visitors. I had a retargeting list, and what I did was I put out a video ad retargeting those people, and it went crazy. People absolutely loved it, and I gave them a very good bonus. And so I don't know the exact numbers, but it was tens of thousands of dollars that came from a retargeting list using a video ad. Tens of thousands of dollars. And guess how much it cost me? Like a few thousand. So I was able to flip a few thousand into tens of thousands. Do the ROI yourself. Why? Because if they've visited my stuff before and I've been prepping them with value, which is also called pre-selling. Pre-selling is where you lead up to an actual sale and you're prepping them with value. Okay? If you're doing that effectively, then guess what? When the time comes for you to promote something, they're going to want to buy from you. Because if what you give away for free is valuable, then you must, whatever you're promoting that costs money, must be good. So they knew me, they liked me, they trusted me, my image was there so they could recognize me. I offered a bonus that would incentivize them, hey, instead of buying through someone else, buy through me because I've got this great bonus if you do. And that, along with some basic emailing, led to around $90,000 in sales for that product launch. And I've repeated that for every single product that I've promoted. Every single time I promote a product, I put together a page, like a blog post about it with my bonus, and then I take that and I post it to Facebook. I run a page post engagement ad to a retargeting audience. Okay? Every single time I'm practicing what I preach. Think about this. I write a blog post that gives them what the incentive is to buy from me plus my bonus. And then I post that to my fan page. And then I run a page post engagement ad to it to my retargeting audience. And I might start small, like $100 or $200 just to see what happens. But if I'm getting sales from it, then guess what? It's off the hook. Now, before I jump into this, let me tell you one more thing. There are some specific details and specific training that I have on this in Dark Post Profits 2.0, such as if you're ever going to promote an affiliate offer, you must have the right tracking code on it. If you do not have the right tracking code, okay, which is called TID, tracking ID code. If you don't have the right tracking ID code on it, you'll have no idea where your sales are coming from. So what I do is every ad I run, I do one little shortcut, one little trick that almost no one knows about. I do one little trick and I know exactly which ad, which sale came from. So in that example I just gave you, if I run a page post engagement ad on my page, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little piece of code for every ad I run. So what I'm going to do is, first one is I'm going to run a retargeting ad to my retargeting audience. So now if somebody purchases, let's say it's a JVZoo product. If somebody purchases the product on JVZoo, I can see which tracking ID was on it. And if it says retargeting from page, I know that that sale came from that ad. And of course, there's other ways to know, but that's the best way to know. I know exactly where that sale comes from. If somebody purchases from email, I know it came from email. If somebody buys from a video ad, I know it came from the video ad. If somebody came directly to my blog and just bought from my blog post, I know that it came from my blog post. Do you see what I'm saying? I know where every single sale came from. Why is that important? Because if you're not tracking that, then you're going to think something's working when really it might not be. And something might be working like gangbusters, but you might pause it. Let me give you one example of that. You might be spending $2 a click driving traffic to an affiliate offer. $2 a click. Now, personally, that's too expensive. But what if the stats show that it's costing you $2 a click, but on average, you're earning $10 a click from that audience? Well then, suddenly $2 a click is nothing. Heck, what if you were spending $5 a click, but you are making $10 a click on average? You're doubling your money to that audience. Now, if you didn't have that data, you would stop that ad because you would say $5 is crazy, it's too expensive, and you would just stop it. But with that data, you know when to pause your ads and when to scale them. Again, this is something I teach in detail in my course. So as soon as you're done, just opt in the video below, and absolutely I'll be willing to give you a sneak preview of that. And when my course comes out, buy it. I mean, I offer a 30-day refund guarantee, so buy it, check it out. If you don't like it, get a refund. There's no risk, right? So look, I'm just having fun with you. Let me tell you one more strategy, then let's dive into the computer. Let's go from there. Here's one more strategy. This is a big one, okay? I could have led with this one because this one's so big. Here's a huge strategy on how to leverage someone else's money to place Facebook ads and be able to make back the money before it's due. Watch this. It's money flipping at its finest. So here's how it works. In my course, I teach a strategy on how to be able to raise your advertising limit on Facebook up to $5,000. It's a pretty easy limit to get to for most people. What that means is that Facebook has a billing threshold where as soon as you've spent $5,000 in money, then they're going to bill you, and you got to pay $5,000 in order to keep your ads account running. So how it works is Facebook is fronting you $5,000 when you get to that point. Okay, now that you have Facebook fronting you and you don't have to pay until you spend it, then what happens is now you go and you run an offer for instant commissions. Okay, what is instant commissions? That means when somebody buys it, you instantly get the money. Now, there's two ways to get instant commissions. Number one, your own offers. If you create your own products and you sell them yourself, you instantly get the money. Now, number two, sites like JVZoo. Sites like JVZoo will have affiliate offers that will pay instant commissions, okay? So whatever it is, you want to create your own offer or find somebody else's, but as long as you get instant commissions, watch how this works. I'll have a fresh $5,000 advertising budget from Facebook, and I'll turn around, and then what I'll do is I'll start placing ads, okay, promoting an instant commission offer. So what happens is let's say I'm going to spend $3,000 of that $5,000. I'll take $3,000 of money that's not mine, okay, it's just being fronted to me from Facebook, and I'll place ads. And out of those $3,000, I'm earning instant commissions. Now, if my ads aren't profitable, I'll pause them. But let's say they are. Let's say for every dollar I'm spending, I'm making $2. Okay, so let's say I'm doubling my money. If I spend $3,000, then I've just made $6,000. See what I'm saying? Before I ever paid a bill. So I have $6,000 in my bank account, and then Facebook says, hey, you owe us $3,000. Then I take the $3,000 and pay Facebook. So in essence, I had a $5,000, equivalent to a $5,000 line of credit with Facebook, so I didn't even have to use my own money. Right? That's a strategy that I teach in the course in depth. I teach you exactly what exact step-by-step process is required to be able to get to that $5,000 limit. And most people have no idea how simple it is. Facebook wants you to spend money. They want you to spend lots of money, but you have to follow that exact system. Okay, so as long as you follow that exact system, your limit's going to raise from $250 to $750 to, whatever, $2,000 to $5,000, heck, $10,000, $50,000, as high as you want to go. There's a strategy. You follow that. Get your limit up, and now Facebook's fronting you cash. Now, what if it's your own product? This is the last thing I'll share, and then we'll just dive into this because this is so powerful. If it's your own product, if you can get to the point where you can create a digital information product, which means it's digital, so you don't have any overhead, you don't have any products, nothing like that, a digital information product, and sell it, create it specifically for a targeted interest. An example would be, let's say fans of the Walking Dead TV show. Okay, so let's say that there's a TV show called The Walking Dead, and there's loyal fans. If you could figure out a way to create a little $7 product or a $10 product or a $20 product that's digital, some sort of a training, some sort of access to something, some sort of whatever it might be, and you put it together and you market it to that audience, you can create products specifically to audiences like that. When they buy them, you get paid instantly because it's your own product. So what you do is you start creating, with the strategies I'm going to teach in Dark Post Profits, you can print money on demand, because you can start creating products from your own home without having to have overhead, and you can start marketing them to specific groups. I'll give you other examples. There's a course that's called the Jump Manual. This is a course where it'll teach you how to increase your vertical jump by 6 inches, or guaranteed, something like that. I can't remember the exact words. It's like increase your jumping game by 6 inches guaranteed. Well, if you went and targeted people that play basketball by a bunch of keywords, and you went and marketed that course, all that is information. Maybe it's even just a PDF document. Information of tips and techniques of how to be able to jump higher. You sell it for something inexpensive like $7 or whatever it might be. Now you have a product and a market, and you're earning instant commissions on it. So you can leverage Facebook's money to experiment with that, and you don't even have to leverage your own money. And then when the bills come, pay the bill, and they'll keep doing it. As long as you keep paying the bill, they will keep that alive for you. They will keep fronting that money, and you can do it over and over again. 1,000 examples, but I'm just warming you up to how powerful this course is going to be. In Dark Post Profits 2.0, I'm going to be talking about Shopify stores and how to build out physical product business with your own storefront. We're going to be talking about t-shirts, how to be able to sell t-shirts, right? If you have people who play basketball, come up with a cool slogan, market it to them. Fans of The Walking Dead, come up with a cool slogan, put it on a shirt, market it to them. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about promoting affiliate products. We're going to talk about using it for SEO and so much more. So again, what I'm about to get into is going to be detailed. You're probably going to want to print the screen, or I might have a download below it. But I'm going to give you the exact 5 pieces of code that you must have in 2015 on every single web page on the internet. So this code right here is going to be your savior. And then when you're done, opt in below, get free preview access to this course. And I just wanted to give you a very free,